everybody, Lynn the Leather Bag Lady here, hoping you're having a great day today. If you can see the brightness coming in over here, it's a beautiful day outside. Absolutely gorgeous day outside. And yeah, I've been out already. Oh, I forgot to put my lip stuff on. I apologize why I do that, whilst I do that, because it's ugh, everything's really dry and gross. And so what's today? Thursday today. Like I said, I've been out already to the post office. I had my first Shopify sale. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it popped up while I was talking to you guys. And Shopify apparently includes or charges the customer shipping. So I had to kind of figure that out. One of the postal workers at my local post office has his own printing, embroidery business. So shout out to Dave at Shortees, SHORTEES.ca, I think it is. I don't have his card to hand. He gave me some information. He has a Shopify store. So we'll figure it all out. And I also sold a bag on Marketplace that is being shipped out, or it's already gone, to Stratford. So I think the number one message I'm getting from my experiences is patience. And I watch Gary Vaynerchuk, not so much as I did a couple years ago, because it can get a little bit rah-rah and, whatever. But he talks about long game and being patient. And I mean, March 14th was my last pop-up shop show last year. And that really is how I got going with Etsy. I was on Etsy before, but very sporadically, and didn't want to deal with shipping, didn't want to deal with all that stuff. And then COVID hit, and I didn't have much choice. So I'm lucky enough that I do qualify for the financial help because I'm not working. My job as a recreational therapist is not running right now because I work with mental health residential people in the community. So obviously their facility is closed down at this time, and I don't think it'll be opening back up again until the weather gets a little warmer. I think we've talked about this before. I think we're probably going to see a watered down version of what happened last year. Summer comes and things loosen up again, and then come spring with the kids going back to school, or fall rather, kids going back to school, everything's gonna start getting crazy again. So yeah, so it's been almost a year to get back to my point with Etsy. And I knew I'd watched enough YouTube videos on Etsy sellers to know that they basically said until you have 100 listings, really you don't show up anywhere. And I'm lucky because my price point per item is higher than, some poor person who's making stickers or whatever and selling, a sheet of stickers for $4.99. So yeah, so it's all been a huge learning curve. There's things I didn't expect with Etsy. Just the constant people not reading the listing completely, which is how the YouTube channel started, because I had so many people who were, wanting to know the size, wanting to know the strap, and I'm like, it's all on the listing. And I mean, whether or not they watch the video, I'm not sure, but I know I would. Before I make a purchase, I would want to, be able to see everything I could about that particular bag. So That's just, you know, a little bit of preamble as to what it is I do. I'm a hobby reseller. I wouldn't consider, I mean, I'm not paying my mortgage completely with this or anything like that. It really is a passion and something I love doing, and I like things that not everybody else has. So with that in mind, let's get to the three bags. Now these three are bags that have been listed for quite a while. I just hadn't got around to doing a video yet. So I'll start with my first bag. So this is a Roots vintage bucket bag. Really, really, really nice bag. I mean these, I mean, what do you say about Roots quality? It's just absolutely gorgeous. I actually just listed, a little brown one just a minute ago, and the Roots stuff is just incredible. I mean, look at how thick this strap is. Now, admittedly, it's two pieces of leather put together. See my nail? I'll talk about this towards the end. And it's just got that burnishing. It's not that glazing on the strap edge. But beautiful, beautiful bucket bag. There's the Roots on the bottom. It's in excellent condition on the outside. There is some damage on the inside, and by that I just mean a little bit of cracking. A little bit there. But other than that, again, it's really dark. Can I pull it out? Yeah. So just a little bit of wear, but you know, nothing crazy at all. It doesn't actually have a tag inside, which I didn't notice beforehand. It doesn't have, no, it doesn't. Well, that's kind of weird. There is a zippered pocket, and there's your little zipper here. Now is this is a little different. A YKK zipper, which is the brand of choice for a lot of designer brands. Huh, that's kind of weird. Usually there's at least a tag or a label inside, but there's nothing. I mean, without that Roots stamp on the bottom, you probably wouldn't know. But it's beautiful. The strap is really nice and long. That's really comfortable. And I mean, there's just nothing like a vintage Roots bag. There just isn't. And I'm hoping that when all the thrift stores open up again, because they have been taking donations. Now, last winter when they shut down, they weren't taking anything. But as far as I know, all through this last lockdown from Christmas, Boxing Day on, they have been there every day accepting donations. So I'm hoping there is going to be an influx of really nice vintage Roots. But I will be out in the streets, yard sailing, garage sailing, street sales, town sales, whatever's going on this summer. I will be at the trailer. Bruce and I managed to sort our stuff out. Yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate to get into too much of that personal stuff, but I've been single for a long time. Single for a long time, almost 7 years, and meeting somebody who is very interested in being with you all the time was what I thought I wanted, but whoa, was it difficult to deal with. And I mean, I'm very independent, extremely independent. I hate asking people for help. I hate asking for anything. And I mean, I've been out of my marriage. It will be 16 years this year. And I've shoveled every driveway. I've paid every bill. I've put out every garbage myself for 16 years. And to be overwhelmed like that, it was just a little too much for me. But wonderful man, wonderful man. And we had a chat, and we decided we would take it very slow and, just do date night on Wednesdays and maybe see each other on the weekends. And that seems to be working. So yeah, I will be back at the trailer in the summer. Hopefully we'll be vlogging from there. And yeah, can't wait. Can't wait, because Bruce has got a new trailer coming April 29th, and it's going to be fantastic. So bag number 2. So yeah, that was an 80s roots bag. This is, I'm going to say 60s. It's a snake skin. There is no brand. It's got one of these funky metal frame openings and closings, so it just kind of snaps. It's really kind of cool. It's got a short shoulder strap. Look how rich that color is. And just this little swoosh. It's really beautiful. Little gusset on the bottom. Now there is a little bit of lifting, so it's not that it's damaged, it's just that the scales, or whatever you want to call it, is lifted a little bit. So it's not damaged at all. I don't know, I don't want to mess with it, but that is, I mean, it's in excellent condition. Other than that, it does have a vinyl interior. There's no pockets, no nothing, but it's super, super cute. And that is the back, which is probably why that little bit of lifting is there, because it's what leans against your body. But super, super cute little bag. Love it. I'm just wondering if, I'm always looking for ways to kind of MacGyver the bags into being oh, there is a zipper. There is a zipper compartment. My apologies. I didn't even see it. It was blending right in there. Let me see if it has any brand information in there. Nope. It's just a fabric lined little pocket. Close that up. So you can tuck the strap away inside and it becomes a little clutch, which is probably how I would use it. Oh, I just love the colors. Yeah. I think if I were to own this, I would probably put a little bit of invisible glue under, just so that they don't, this doesn't bother me, but what I would be worried about is it getting worse. So, or even, I mean, it's close enough to the top that it's not going, it's not right in the middle somewhere where it's going to hit you. Even to put like a Mod Podge or something that dries clear, just to keep it, then, you wouldn't want it to be cloudy. I don't know. I would worry that it would get worse. But like I said, it's not it's not ripped or anything like that. So that's bag number 2. Now, bag number 3. I don't pick up a lot of these bags. I just don't know that they're that popular. I had a beautiful lilac one that was very unusual, and I did mention it because it was a costume company that bought it. But I mean, this hardware is still super shiny. I mean, this was a Sunday best bag, I'm sure. and it's Caligo, made in Canada. I mean, look at the compartments in there. So you've got a compartment, zipper, divider, compartment, zipper, divider, and another compartment. And there's your Caligo, made in Canada sticker. Just, you know, that Mad Men kind of in their little white gloves. A nice little gusset on the bottom. Nice bag. I mean, it's in absolutely perfect condition. Doesn't even look like it's been used. And I mean, chances are it hasn't. So this is probably 50s, 60s. Beautiful little bag. I mean, what's that? If it's 50s, 71, between 60 and 70 years old. I mean, it's just so awesome. I just can't, the history, it just blows my mind. I mean, there is a little, you see a little scratch there, but nothing. So let me talk about these nails of mine. I used to be an acrylic false nail wearer. Actually, I had my own business in the UK. I had my own nail salon for a year. And then I got pregnant and didn't want to be around those fumes. So I closed it. Probably about 20 years I wore acrylic nails, and then I just gave up. I didn't have the time. I couldn't be bothered with it anymore, and I couldn't really afford it either. So I just stopped, and I never really looked back. But because I've worn acrylic nails for 20 years, my nails are trashed. And I was a nail biter before that. So my nails are absolutely paper thin, and they're very, they peel in layers. So this kind of trend of wearing nails very short is perfect for me, because that's really as far as my nails will go. And if they get much longer, they curl in at the edges. So it's just brutal. And even behind the acrylic nails, I would be able to peel my own nail off behind it, which was just not the right thing to do. The longevity of the nail, the acrylic nail, I mean, that was part of what was holding it on. I peel my nail off in the back, off it would pop. So that all being said, I've been trying to research like the gel shellac, and I didn't really want to go the route of a light and do it, you know, going back into all that damage. But I also am getting sick and tired of every 2 days having to repaint. And so I went into Shoppers today, and I spoke to the lady behind the beauty counter, and I told her what it was I wanted. Something that was like a coating, but not anything crazy that I needed a light for. So she showed me a new Sally Hansen system. So this is Sally Hansen Miracle Gel, and then this is the top coat. So this is like a super shiny top coat, and it is quite shiny. But what I experienced, and I am not giving you the finger, but see how it, when I put the top coat on, it kind of took some of the color off. And it did the same on this finger right here. So I'm just going to let it go, because this super shiny, the lady who runs the cosmetic counter hadn't had any feedback on this particular top coat. It's brand new, apparently. So each one of these is $15.99. So it's not cheap, but I have a feeling if it works the way they say it's going to work, then I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to use this top coat with any nail polish. Because, I mean, nail polish is nail polish. So I will mess around with that once I decide that this is going to work. Because if it's not going to work, I'm going to take it back. Because $16 for what is essentially a shiny top coat, I can get Sally Hansen at the dollar store for, you know, $1.50. So we'll see. I've kept the receipt. and we'll see how that works. I mean, I will probably have to keep them very short like this, which is fine. I don't have a problem with keeping them short, but I'd like to have them nice when I do my videos and my purses, and I do miss the nails from time to time. I'm not a particularly girly, I don't wear makeup, and I do like my rings. Actually, this is maybe some, I don't know if anybody notices my rings. I change them all the time. I've got little fat hands. I mean, I am a plus size lady, and my hands are really small, and I've got little sausage fingers. So I was looking for really thin rings like this. And I know Pandora sells them, but they're $50–$60. They're silver, but they're still $50–$60. And I think actually this is a Pandora one. And then I came across Dreamland Jewelry. Oh my goodness me. Now, I found them 2 years ago, and their prices are not what they were 2 years ago. I was getting rings like this for $11 US, silver, 925. And, you know, $8 shipping. And I mean, this is one of theirs as well, which is a little bigger of a ring. But, oh, they're awesome. I've got way more than I should have. But I just love them. I think they're great. And so I've started wearing jewelry. I always have a fossil watch. This is huge. This one is probably a little bigger. But all the batteries are dead in all my watches. So this is the only one that's left. So I guess I'm getting a little bit, I wish I did wear a little bit more makeup, and my hair was always my thing, but I mean, I worked out this morning. I didn't go outside. It was -20 or something this morning. There was no way. So I put my music on and jumped around and did a little bit of weights after, and you know, this is kind of what happens. But yeah, you know, 52. I'll be 53 in just over a week. And I feel fantastic. I don't feel 53. I don't think I look 53. I don't act 53. I know that for sure. But I just feel like the world is my oyster. I really do. I just feel like I call it in the infancy of the second half, because, and I talked about this in a video ages ago. You know, your first 25 years, you're learning how to be a human. Schooling, all that kind of stuff. Your second 25, you're raising kids if you're married, or you're trying to figure it out. I mean, as if we've got it figured out already. I mean, who knows? We expect our young people at 20 to know where they want to go, and I'm 52 and still trying to figure it out, 53, whatever. But I look at what I've got ahead of me, and you know, I've got 25, 30, 35 years ahead of me of the wisdom that I've accumulated, you know, the financial situation that I find myself in. I've got now my little business, which I will never stop doing. And I don't want to ever rely on it completely, because then it would become a job. And I don't want it to feel ever like that. So, ladies in our 50s, we rock. We absolutely rock. And I find that a lot of my friends, well, not my friends, I don't have a huge social circle, but a lot of, they're so old before their time. Like, why do you have to dress like an old lady? Why do you have to act like an old lady? I mean, some people are not as vibrant as others, and that's fine. But no, I think it's wonderful. I'm really looking forward to this summer and going to the beach and hanging out with my friends, my trailer park family, Carrie, Jules, Christina. Can't wait. Can't wait. So on that note, have a great rest of the day, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.